Good morning. Welcome, everyone, to the Jerry Hot Pants Club podcast. I'm Pete.
I'm Chris.
Yusafia, would you like to come back to my house for some pancakes and waffles?
Smoking the pancakes. Smoking a pancake. It is Thursday, September 1st everywhere. It is National Hotel Employee Day. Cleaning up them jizz blankets.
Bless your hearts.
National Acne Positivity Day. Okay. National Burnt Ends Day.
Oh, burnt ends. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Shit.
Ben brought a whole fucking tray of them out to Tom's house out in Standish a couple
Really?
weeks ago.
I
Oh
thought
my God.
burnt ends just meant when your hair's fucked up.
That's split ends.
Whatever.
Dude, burnt end. Dude, fucking Famous Dave's has some burnt. They used to with these candied, like, peppers.
Yeah.
And jalapeno. Oh, so crack. Oh, gosh.
It's also National Chicken Boys Day.
Chicken Boys?
Chicken Boys apostrophe, yes.
Oh.
Let's take a look at that one.
Boise.
City
Boise.
boy!
On September 1st, National Chicken Boy Day honors the birthday of an interesting statue in California. Okay, that's enough. National No Rhyme, No Reason, Nor Reason Day. No rhyme, no reason.
Just do it.
Just fucking do it.
National Nike Day.
Do it. Bet you won't do it. Bet you won't throw that fucking rock through my windshield, motherfucker. Do it! Fuck you, Clarice. I'm going back inside the house. Crazy bitch.
It's because of a statue.
Yeah, Chicken Boy.
There is a statue of Vladimir Lenin in the state of Washington, somewhere near Seattle, I believe. Why? How? And we tore down all these statues in 2020, but you leave the one up of Lenin?
I mean, I don't know.
Is it because he's white?
He's a communist dictator. It killed a bunch of people. I mean,
Yeah.
Why didn't they tear him down? I don't fucking know,
because
bro.
it's in anything in Washington or Oregon, it's communist.
Okay. On September 1st, National Chicken Boy Day honors the birthday of an interesting statue in California. Celebrate his ceremonial birthday and learn more about this unique creation. Chicken Boy stands 22 feet tall and holds a bucket of chicken. There's a shocker.
That's
This
really
is a fiberglass
weird.
statue is a boy with a chicken head and can be seen along Route 66. He is named after the former 1960s Chicken Boy restaurant, also known as the Statue of Liberty of Los Angeles. He joins other notable food characters such as Big Boy and Ronald McDonald. Although I've never heard of Chicken Boy.
I've never heard of chicken bed.
I heard of chicken head.
Chicken bed.
Chicken butt. Chicken butt. Chicken what? Chicken
God
butt.
damn it.
All right.
Bird
So,
chest ass motherfucker.
We've decided we're going to talk about the biggest city in the state of Michigan today. Everybody's favorite place to go to get the best dope there is. That big town with that big letter that's on Big Chris's hat. What is it?
Detroit.
Detroit.
I still like them fucking horns. They crack me up every time I hear them. So we need a thing that fucking...
We'll have to load them up into there. It'll make
Hey,
our
we've only
lives
been
easier.
talking about it for 4 months, but we'll get to it. We'll get there.
We'll definitely load that up.
Just
at
like the
some point.
website. Website coming soon, ladies and gentlemen. You need to go on there. Throw
Like-
money at us. We don't want to work.
Share, comment.
Yeah,
donate.
subscribe. Send us money.
Throw money at us so that we can get more gear and be able
Yeah.
to do more things. You guys see us. We like to make videos. We like to produce content. We need to get people. We got to get the word out.
We like
let's-
coffee.
Yeah, we're
And
going to start
coffee,
selling
please.
coffee. So here's the other thing. You want to see us talk about Detroit and then maybe like star swipe and then we end up in Detroit and we're doing the show in some podunk neighborhood down there.
Going to a wrestling show.
I'm straight out
Downtown
all
Bobo
that.
Brown invited us for the weekend, Al, to come down and see some personal wrestling.
I'll be like, shit, he's going to teach me how to wrestle at his house? Shit, that's
Yeah.
a win.
It's the same house with the mouth hugs.
Ooh, mouth
I am
hugs.
not going to Detroit next week. I'm going close. I'm going to Ann
Where?
Arbor,
Ooh.
and then I'm going to Clarkson.
Ooh, for what? And for what?
I'm going to go watch University of Michigan play at noon, and then I'm going to go watch Nas and Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang!
And they just added Busta Rhymes to the card,
Did they
too.
really?
Yeah, boy.
We must bring the ruckus to all you motherfuckers.
And you can get tickets like half off on StubHub. They're like $15, so
What?
yeah.
I need to... I love certain, like, Wu-Tang and Busta Rhymes are fucking my go-tos, honestly. I don't like a lot of music, but those are my go-tos. But I really just don't like going to anything where there's a bunch of people in music. And I feel like
Well, it's a traffic's bitch.
Yeah,
but I'm going to Ann Arbor, which is worse on a Michigan game.
I'm sorry. That is the worst place in town. I'm going to a state game this weekend.
Yeah, I was going to go to that too, but I didn't want to. I'm going to be going all day Saturday. I don't want to be going all day Friday too.
They're playing Western, so it's going to be a good game.
That's my alma mater, so I wanted to go. I wanted to watch them get wiped by state.
State's that team that sucks, right?
I mean, they're top 25 usually.
Damn, but they're not top 10, are they?
The season hasn't started yet. I hate preseason rankings.
Isn't that the green team?
Thank you for that. Number one.
Preseason
Number
rankings
two,
are a scam.
you are not allowed to discuss sports at all.
I know
you,
sports.
You know you can't even have an opinion or a liking or
It's green. I know. They're the green team. See, I know sports, bro. I've been hanging out with you guys.
You're about to be the bloated team, as in dead. So, we're talking about Detroit, right? Detroit. So everybody in this room.
Detroit. Detroit.
The Detroit. So, let me ask you a question, Chris.
Yes, sir.
When was Detroit founded?
1701 is what my trusty friend, the internet, says.
Don't believe
By
that.
Monsieur Cadillac.
Monsieur Cadillac.
Monsieur Cadillac?
Monsieur Cadillac.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucked up, bro. They named the...
He was named after the car in 1701. They named
that's
him.
Fucked up. His parents must be fucking idiots.
Bro.
Fucking idiots.
You know what the best part was? Is that, I'm sorry, I'm outing us right here. We were going to do a bit, right? And Yusef couldn't pull it together. He's just,
my allergies is acting up, so I couldn't pull it together. I apologize.
Quit sniffing cats.
Yeah.
You guys don't
He doesn't
understand.
just pick them up and play with them. He, runs to where they were sitting and just goes...
Like Byron with a small child.
Byron.
And they peck the hairs on my leg. We have so much fun.
Oh, my God.
I let the cat spray in my face before I come on the show, and it gets me nice and lubricated to
You were
speak.
cheesing?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, remember that episode of South
South
Park?
Park?
Yeah. Everywhere with the giant titties, and he's just
Yeah.
And him and fucking it was Kenny and Kyle's dad were beating each other up in that fucking fake universe.
Why do you think I got so many cats?
I mean, I told you that a year ago. I was like, man.
It is suspect as hell.
It is.
Him and them cats.
Man, it's been a wild year, hasn't it?
He's like,
Yeah.
I'm at home making videos.
Are you guys jealous? Yeah,
Coming
I'm
in
tripping out on some free shit.
On fucking Cat Hub.
Right in my face.
Meow. Did you see the furry on the internet that was talking about how her furry friends talk to each other with meows?
No.
And she it's funny, went viral. And there's the different meows, mean things. It's how they talk to each other.
Oh my God.
What the fuck is going on?
Dude, we live in a world where you can find anything you want on the internet.
The world's too fat. By fat, I mean we have too much extra shit that's not important.
Yeah.
If everybody was struggling to find food to actually live, you'd be worried about calories. You know what I'm saying? But people are worried about nonsense. You know what I mean?
Oh, believe me, I am obsessed with nonsense.
Yeah. Which
Which is why I don't go to Detroit very often, because you can hit any corner in Detroit and just find buckets of nonsense. Buckets of nonsense. We went down there a couple weeks ago for a concert. We got down there at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Where was the concert at? What?
Little Caesars.
Was it?
Yeah, and we lucked out because, like I said, we were going to go to the box office to upgrade our tickets. So we parked right by the arena for free.
Yeah.
You try to go somewhere on game day. If you're not there 4 hours before the fucking game or the concert or whatever you're going to attend, you are going to pay $50 for fucking parking.
I pay $20. There's a little underground lot, right? What's it, Grand Circus right there?
Yeah.
If you go to Grand Circus, there's a little underground lot right across from the Tiger Stadium in Comerica. It's $20 and it's underground. That's where I park. It's sneaky.
Yeah, what is that?
It's sneaky.
Feedback?
Yeah, the feedback.
I don't. It's because he's sitting back.
No, he was doing it when he was sitting up there. But anyway.
Nobody say anything.
It's gone now.
All the mics are off. I don't know.
Are you picking
Where'd
a
you
pipe?
come from? Where'd you go, Cotton Eye Joe? Yeah, I don't hear it now.
The frequency's coming from your balls, yes, huh?
That's because my balls vibrate just like the moon. You want to go to the moon or you want to go to my balls? What's closer? Let me know.
The moon. At least there it doesn't stink. So
You heard it here first, gang. The moon doesn't stink, but Yusuf's balls do.
The moon smells like cheese, and your balls smell like Famunga cheese.
Wow. Exactly. I wash my balls every time I use a goddamn bathroom.
All right. I opened the door on that one, so I apologize, folks. So
I love Detroit.
Do you?
It's fun. Every time I go to Detroit, it's fun. There's casinos, there's people, there's food, there's sports, there's
culture.
Yusuf. There's what's your people are there.
There's all those cocksuckers down there that fucking you never understand what the fuck they're saying, and they sound like they're flumming up shit. I'm just playing, Daddy. Don't beat my ass. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Did you pull up how many Muslims live in Detroit and the surrounding area?
All of them.
All of the Muslims outside the Middle East live in Dearborn.
Back in like 2004, I was watching The Daily Show, and Jon Stewart, it was during the election, and they're like, we're going to cut to Michigan now, where their state motto is more Arabs than you think. And like, when you go to like Dearborn, Sterling Heights, Auburn Hills, it's a predominantly Arab community down there. And there's a lot of them.
Yeah.
So what are you guys plotting down there?
Yeah, those motherfuckers won't stop breeding. That's no news. Bro, they kicked out. Look, I believe it was Dearborn was Polish, and fucking bro, they came there for work, and then slowly they kept bringing more and more people over.
When did that happen?
They started to come. I believe they began to come over in
after
the
World War
50s.
II? So when the white people started to leave?
Yeah, they started coming over in the 50s. There was jobs down there from the Ford plant, and more of them kept showing up for the Ford plant. Because, bro, over there, I swear to God, they believe that the ground here is made of gold. And you just come here, you pick it up, put it in your pocket, and life is good.
Yeah.
I've heard a few people say this. I'm like, are you fucking idiot, bro? You go there and you work just like anywhere else.
Yeah, so they said all the white people left Detroit. I think it's 64 is famously when they're supposed to have left.
All the Polish people started moving out, bro, and then even the black folks are getting ran out by the Yemenis and the Iraqis, bro.
Well, it started with white gentrification down there. Like they took, and you say whatever you want, but they just basically they started cleaning up the slums downtown to make them look more, appealing to the hipsters and the douchers and the IPA drinkers and the fucking handlebar mustache scooter fucking riding pieces of shit ass douchebag fucking patchouli butt fucks.
This guy almost rode a fucking bird scooter the other day.
Yeah, I did.
If not for somebody picking his ass up, he would have rode that bitch.
Yeah, well, you can't take those over the bridge.
I know you can't.
You can't? They gotta stay on the east side? They got to stay on the east side?
No, you just can't ride them on the bridge itself.
Oh,
no,
because they have GPS on them. They'll shut off in certain places.
Oh, really?
Irritating as fuck, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they've got them on the west side anywhere, do they?
No, you can ride it over the bridge. Some of my workers will ride it over.
Oh, do they? Oh, okay.
So the city of Detroit's population in 2020 is 639,000. Metro area is 4.3 million.
Well, folks, that's a ton of people.
Yeah, it is.
Right, but that's way down. That under 700,000 for almost 600,000 is the
lowest.
It's low. 600,000 is the city of Detroit population.
Where if you look at like New York City or Chicago, you're in the millions. I think New York's like 8 million.
Well, they got people on top. They got them stacked on top of each other over there.
Yeah, they do. No, they do. But they also, like, how do you accurately hold a census when there's a lot of still homeless and indigent people who don't have addresses that are just clouting the streets?
I don't know. I don't think they would add that much, but 1950, 1.85 million. So it's a third.
Yeah.
Down 2/3 from 1.8 to 600 in 70 years. Mm-hmm. That's death. That's catastrophic to
that destroys the city's infrastructure. You can't. So
there's no taxes to
there's
pay.
There's no
for
revenue.
it.
Exactly. And that city didn't they? Remember the thing about the GM water bill? They didn't pay their fucking water bill, and it was millions of dollars.
That's fucking...
And they were just, it's GM, so we're just going to let them coast. And then 2008 happened with the financial crisis, and so they were like, look, you motherfuckers need to pay up. But then they got those big bailout monies, right? Do you think they paid their bill? No.
Wow.
No. Right? Like,
when did GM pull out and take everything to Mexico?
no, that was in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the death blow to the city. I mean, Kwame didn't fucking help either, but
but the 80s are when the last of the good times were like 84, and then it was all downhill.
Yeah, well, remember, like, think of the opening credits to Beverly Hills Cop, right? When it shows, and it's just like a car going through the city, basically, and it looked like a slum then. That was 83, 84.
Oh, yeah, 84, yeah.
Yeah, and it was just, the town was dead. It was dead. And then you fast forward to, like, you know, now. Before I got clean in 2012, 5 years before I got clean, I went with my dad to my first Tigers game at Comerica Park, right? Mm-hmm. They had a fucking, it was Elvis night, or no, was it Star Wars? It was Elvis night at the fucking, anyway. Here's our plan, right? My dad is such a cheap fucking Polak, but here's the plan. We're gonna go down a couple hours ahead of time and peruse this brand new stadium, right? Check it all out. Too fucking cheap to pay for parking. He's like, "Oh, we'll find somewhere for free and walk." I'm like, "No, we won't. You won't walk. You don't walk to the fucking store." But whatever. So we drove around Detroit for 2 hours trying to find somewhere to fucking park. We ended up with just enough time for the game to start. Didn't get to look around the arena. And when we ended up getting in there, my dad says, this town doesn't look anything like it used to. That was his first time in Detroit in probably 15 years. You know, we'd been to the Palace. We had been to the Silver Dome. We had never, you know, that's nowhere near Detroit, right? That's Pontiac. That's Auburn Hills. So you go downtown now, and it's like, holy shit. It's like Bay City on a bigger scale, right? With the newer businesses. Because remember, 10, 15 years ago, downtown Bay City was a fucking dump. You didn't go down there for shit. You had that Ace Adult bookstore, right? The Shell was a fucking dump. That whole waterfront was just trash. There was no draw down there whatsoever. They were barely using the band shell for anything. It was empty, but then investors came in. Now we've got coffee shops, and that's what Detroit's getting. You know, coffee shops, high-end restaurants. They moved the Pistons back into the city. You know, they moved the Lions back into the city. From 88 until 2017, I believe it was, the Pistons played in Auburn Hills. From the 70s until early 2000s, the Lions played in Pontiac. There was, you know, so now we have all four of our sports teams back downtown again. So, you know, professional sports, that brings in a lot of people. That brings in a lot of money. So people make a day of it. If you're not from Detroit, but you're going to go to a Lions game or a Tigers game, or you're going to go to a concert, you're going to do like we did recently. You're going to go down early. You're going to get a bite to eat. You know, you're going to peruse the shops. So now that professional sports is bringing in a crowd, and the casinos like Greektown,
Fuck
the MGM.
Those casinos. Haram, it's the devil shit. Eat and go watch your dumb fucking people throwing a fucking ball around.
Soccer is the worst sport in history.
You hold your tongue, sir.
Then you shut your fucking fly hole. You understand me? You are this close to getting fired.
So sometime around 1950, Detroit was commonly thought to be the richest city in the world.
Because we had it here, man.
No.
Who the fuck took a shit on that amazing city?
Hold on a minute. What brings us to that, or what brings that statement up? Why were we the richest city?
Manufacturing. Jobs.
We were the hub
Blue
of production.
collar workers.
Yep.
The heart of the middle class beat in Detroit. Everybody had jobs, families. They were raising families with good parents and everything. And then what happened? Liberalism came in.
Fucking had a shit taken on it.
Liberalism destroyed it. The unions killed. I mean, I love union workers, but you can't read a story about the UAW leadership without money coming up missing.
Yeah.
Like every story about UAW leadership is money came up missing and someone went to jail.
Okay, well, that's not liberalism.
Yeah, it is.
But-
It's a union.
Better.
No.
That's the heart of liberalism is unions.
Okay. Anyway.
So what happened? So everybody after World War II, everyone was ready. There was also women came into the workforce.
Yep.
So women came into the workforce during World War II because the guys were gone, right?
They were killing it too. Just a note.
Rosie the Riveter.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Now,
So, yeah.
so there's a great politics does play a part into it. Yes.
Well, after
However-
World War II, you have second wave feminism, and women start to go to work,
Yeah.
and so you have dual incomes. You also have, a lot of other factors that play into it.
Well, the auto industry itself started getting greedy. Started getting very greedy. And as a result, they were looking to, as with the capitalist model, right? Maximize profits, reduce cost. So they were paying these people a living wage. They were paying these people a damn good living wage. Full benefits, retirement.
40 hours a week, one person could work. I think my grandfather worked 40 hours a week at the same place for like 30, 40 years.
Yep.
5 kids, 2
How
cars,
beautiful is that,
mortgage.
bro?
You know
I
what I'm
almost
saying?
don't.
That's what the American dream was, and still could be. But because CEOs need to they're responsible to investors, right? And the investors are the same group of fucking people anyway. But the point is, they now are not making the profit. If everybody's making a good amount of money, that means the guy that's sitting at the top isn't making the most amount of money, right? He could make more. Like, if you have $1 billion, what's better than $1 billion? $2 billion. And that greed, that thought process that I need more money that I'm ever going to spend has, I remember in the early 90s when these guys were losing their pensions, right? Their pensions were being stripped from them. Their benefits were being reduced. The amount of hours they were getting was being reduced. Their hourly wage being reduced. All to fuel profit so that the guys at the top could make more money. And that, it didn't just do it to Detroit. It did it to any auto town. Flint. Fuck.
Oh, the Rust Belt, the whole Midwest.
Yeah.
They talk about there's just factories lining the Midwest like gravestones.
Yep.
Dead cities everywhere. Mm-hmm. Dead Sears, dead malls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you used to be able to make, people would work at Sears for a long time
and make
raise
great
families.
money.
Yes.
Yeah. And now there's no more Sears.
Didn't they just sell
Yeah.
Fashion Square?
Yeah.
Bro, that shit.
$10 million in an online auction.
For a mall. For a whole mall.
And if you were to build that at cost today, it would be a lot more than $10 million.
Bro, malls dying causes me some level of depression that I can't speak of. I don't know why.
Empty churches too.
Yeah,
Especially in this town. You look in this town, there was a bar and a church for every neighborhood. You know what I mean?
well, the thing with empty churches around here is a lot of them were Catholic churches.
Yeah.
And after the sexual abuse scandal, people turned away from the church in droves. And it's interesting to see, like, there was a consolidation of the parishes. So what they did was, for example, St. Hyacinths and St. Stan's are considered the same parish now. So they share the same priests, the same, everything's. And
St. Boniface, St. James,
St. Boniface and St. James
Saint Guadalupe
is considered all saints.
Yeah.
And I mean, the Mormons, the Lutherans, the Baptists, all these guys, they're doing okay. They're doing okay because they don't hide rampant sexual fucking abuse. They deal with it when it happens. Except for Mormons. They're just dumb. But anyway, like...
I'm not sure if people are so much turned off by, obviously no one likes sexual abuse, but I think that people just don't get down with the kneeling and the standing and all the things that go along with Catholicism. It's just easier to have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ and go to a church where you just get the word.
Well, and here's the thing, right? Like, the Bible says a lot in the way of, like, you're not going to really find the message in a church that much. If you're listening for God's message, you'll hear it anywhere. And Catholics say, no, you got to come here and you got to give 10% of your fucking income, right? Like, that. You're exactly right about there's so much ritual in a Catholic mass that derives strictly from pagan practices. What Constantine did was convert Rome to Christianity, and they adopted so many pagan practices to get the pagans to fall in line. They said, okay, we want you to worship Christ, but you can keep all these little things. And so as religion has moved forward out of the Dark Ages, and they accept Christ, people who accept Christ, all that stuff, right? They realize we don't need to do all the shit the Catholics are fucking talking about. Because God does not want us to suffer. You know, according to what God did, he sent us his only son and died on the cross for our sins, correct? And he suffered an immeasurable amount of pain and then died as a result. So if that's the case, why do we need to continue to suffer? Why?
Why do we suffer? Sin?
No, I'm talking like the kneeling, the sitting, the atonement, the Opus Dei shit, you know, these fucking weirdos. So, well, that has nothing to do with Detroit.
Well, so Detroit also is really cool. Detroit has the largest Masonic temple in the world, I believe.
What?
It's
Really?
amazing. Yeah. So you go to our old Masonic temple, which is fucking an amazing building, right? It's huge.
Yes, it is.
The old part and the new part. You're like, wow. When you walk past the old part and look at all the brickwork and stonework and shit, you're like, holy shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
good.
Like-
I've been in there plenty of times.
Yeah.
I want to go in there.
Our band actually played their record release party there.
Yeah, I went and seen some of their midnight horror movies. I went and saw The Blob and something else.
Ghostbusters 2 is going to be there pretty soon. We're
Yeah.
going to do that.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's something to do. You know what I'm saying?
Wonder how many gin live there.
And now the Masons are in a pole barn over on the west side. Like, what?
That's disrespectful.
Well,
if you look at Detroit Masonic Temple, it's amazing.
Yeah. Detroit has a lot of history to it and a lot of class, but what Detroit always has had is it's had people who just don't give the fuck up on Detroit.
Yeah, it's got a lot of grit and hard work and blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah.
That's kind of what like Motown music's kind of about.
Yeah,
It's about working hard to take care of your family.
Yep.
Not working hard to make someone else rich.
Yeah, and that's why the city emptied, because they weren't going to. I mean, there were people who were still able to keep their jobs, but they weren't going to stay there for that chicken scratch. They needed to pay for their families. You know, and let's talk about Detroit sports. We can't talk about Detroit without talking about Detroit sports. Yeah. Okay. Yusef, we're going to mute your mic if you say any dumb shit, okay?
Like sports?
All right, so the Tigers last won the World Series in '84.
Yeah.
The Red Wings had a number of good years in the early 2000s,
Not late 90s, early 2000s. Yep.
Yeah,
All those guys were Canadian, weren't they?
Russian.
Yusef? Russian.
The Lions have won one playoff game in the Super Bowl era, but they won the two NFL championships before the Super Bowl won. So
Yeah.
they won the last two NFL championships, and then the Super Bowl came, and they've been terrible ever since. And who am I? Pistons. Pistons won in 2004.
And then 88 and 89.
Yeah. So, and the Pistons teams are built like Detroit. It's always everybody has to come together. You don't have like one superstar like a Jordan that the team revolves around. You got a really good guy here, a really good guy here. Everybody does their job. Everybody does their role. You come together.
That
and win.
2004 team had some fucking talent on it.
Yeah.
And it's like
So did the Bad Boys teams. You know what I mean?
Everybody could have won for sixth man of the year, because if you rode the bench, no matter what, you came out. Everybody that walked out of the fucking tunnel and hit the court in those three teams that won those championships played it as a cohesive unit. Chauncey Billups is the fucking man.
Chauncey was probably the best player. Rip had that mid-range jumper.
Yep.
And then the two Wallaces were tough.
Rasheed Wallace.
Tayshaun was young and lengthy and athletic.
Yeah, Tayshaun Prince was one of my favorite. He was cute, too. He was really
Young
cute.
guy saying shit about Ben Wallace. That motherfucker was killing it. Back and forth. That motherfucker broke some records, I'm pretty sure.
First undrafted player to make the Hall of Fame, I think.
Yes.
Something like that, just recently. I think he just opened a weed dispensary down there somewhere.
Oh, what a thug, of course.
What?
He's a thug. Beat the shit out of everybody.
What did they call the Wallaces?
on my
They called
face.
them like, it was a play on defense lawyers. Wallace and Wallace Defense Agency or some shit
something
like that.
They
It
were
was funny.
badasses.
Yeah, they were tough. You need, and Rasheed was like, you always need like one guy on the team that's might get a technical foul, like he might slap you. You know what I'm saying? Like you need that guy on the team, like the guy that might punch your ass, like like
kick you in the fucking shin when you're going.
Like, bitch, I'm from the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
you
just to keep the other team
we were
honest.
called the bad boys for a reason, right? Like,
right.
Rodman was throwing elbows, Lambeer was throwing elbows, fucking. Isaiah Thomas, one of the greatest players to play the game, but he pulls some
Benny
fucking
Johnson.
shit. Oh man,
Yeah.
Fuck. Spider Sally, man, like sports aren't they're unwatchable sometimes because they've become so it's flashy and fucking,
Well, this young Detroit team looks like it might be putting together something that could be really good in a few years. Cade Cunningham's the truth.
Yeah.
They just picked up some guys.
Cade Cunningham. What the fuck kind of name is that?
Kind of human name.
Yeah, listen.
Cade Cunningham.
So you're getting it, right? Like, you're getting annoyed with him too, right? It's not just me.
Yeah.
Sounds like a PB&J with the crust cut off.
The other day, I was making bacon, and I was like, not to you. I was like, do you want some bacon? And this person was like, why would I just want bacon? I was like, what? Why wouldn't you just want bacon? Like, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with you?
I think our cycles are starting to finally sync up here. So anyway.
It's wild things that happen when you spend enough time together.
What else is in Detroit? We should talk about music. I mean, Motown.
Oh, fuck.
I love that stuff.
You don't even
You said you hated music.
I hate music, but I like the old shit. The old shit had fucking, bro, just heart dancing, words. None of that mumble bullshit that I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I love that song about that daddy that fucks everything and never's around. Wherever he lays his hat is where fuck it's his town.
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
Hell yeah, and you just running around fucking shit.
Isn't it Madonna?
No. Oh my God. Hell no. That's
You're-
Temptation
okay.
sang
That's
that
Papa
shit,
Don't
right?
Preach.
Yeah.
That's Papa Don't Preach.
Boy, them motherfuckers could dance, bro, and their voices. And like I said, bro, I want to make a musical.
Yeah.
I would love to make a
You
musical.
make a
That's-
music? Okay. Madonna lived in Detroit for a while.
Fuck that bitch.
You will
She was
commonly
born here.
You'll commonly see with any documentary or something on Madonna, they'll commonly say that she's from Detroit. But she'll say, I'm not from Detroit. I'm from Bay City. I was born in Bay City. I lived in Detroit for a little while. I think she did some acting classes or something.
Yeah, and Mr. T lived here, I guess.
Oh, yeah? Did you know this? That LeBron James and Stephen Curry were born in the same city? They're both from Akron, Ohio.
Really?
Oh, my
Yeah.
God, that's crazy shit I've heard all day.
So,
And they're both a couple of bitches.
dude, don't talk about Steph like that. Steph's great, dude.
But Steph can't play defense.
Steph can play defense now. That was a knock on him. Hit that and his weak ankles, but they fixed his ankles by improving the strength of his core. So he improved his abs and his obliques, and now he doesn't put the stress on his ankles to hurt them.
Okay.
Is how they figured it out. He's one of the strongest players. He benches the most on his team.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, and he's great at golf too. So
All right. Well, I will suspend.
Fucking
he's
nerds!
I
he's
will
also like a
suspend my-
devout Christian. He always remember he went with Under Armour instead of Nike
Jesus,
because
bro,
they
why
went.
don't you suck his
He
dick?
used
What
to
else?
write. Well, Steph Curry's a great dude. I mean, LeBron pretends to be a great dude, but he talks a lot of shit about
Everything.
things. Yeah,
and
anything.
LeBron, he's a fucking.
Anything that's on the other side of the culture war, he'll whore for. It's
No, here's the thing about LeBron. He's just a giant fucking pussy. And I love how these fucking newer kids, right? They want to hold LeBron's stats up like, oh, he did. Listen, LeBron did not play in the league that fucking Jordan played in. He just didn't. LeBron did not play in that league. That league was tough. That league had Charles Barkley. That league had fucking Shaq. All right? That league even had fucking Kobe, right? And anytime LeBron went up against these guys, guess what? He fucking failed. Why, LeBron? Because you're a bitch. I'm calling you out, LeBron fucking flop balls. You can come see me at my place of employment, which ain't hard to find. Don't worry.
Beep.
I'm not putting my address out, okay?
God damn, this motherfucker makes my life difficult. You can come find me at 7986.
Okay. So I get heated.
so Detroit's also got a really good rap scene. They're actually having a moment right now where
I hope it's just like ICP again.
no, it's So, I mean, they had Eminem, right? Eminem was commonly referred to as the best rapper for a number of years, right?
Yes.
Just in the last over the last 2 years, maybe 3 years or so, Detroit's really starting to take on its own. Who was I just? I was just seeing an interview with Charlemagne and Royce the 5'9", and Charlemagne was saying that they just need like one more big rapper to come out of Detroit, and it'll be the city competing with Memphis and Atlanta are kind of the hot cities have been for the last while.
Still don't get what the big deal about fucking Eminem is.
What about him?
Because you're an uncultured swine, bro.
I just don't see the hype. He's just I don't understand what the hype is.
You hate because he doesn't fit a cultural norm for you that you're used to.
Cultural norm.
Yeah.
You mean I can't put him in a box?
Yeah.
Maybe
it's the fact that he dyes his beard.
I used to like him when he had blonde hair.
Just like you like Eric, the prettiest man in Bay City.
That's when he was drunk.
All the time. Vicodin.
And drunk.
And Vicodin.
And drunk.
There's some of the very first songs, very first songs you listen to, he's talking about needles. There's a couple songs about needles.
Oh.
Yeah, at the very beginning.
He's destined.
There it is again.
There it is again. You know what that sound is, right? Oh, he fixed it.
It's this chord.
Yeah, it's the chord. It's got to be.
Sounds like a helicopter propeller on your balls.
Coming to get us.
Coming to get us. So, I got to say, Detroit, I think I'm going to come see it again. Oh, I'm going down. I'm going to East Lansing, but I'll be in Detroit again. I think I got a concert or something coming up.
The only thing Detroit is good for is strong people, good culture, and fucking food. All that other shit, I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about, all that other shit.
Cars and music?
Yeah, food, culture.
He drives an Audi, so he don't know a fucking thing about cars. Here, dude, listen. We are born and raised in Michigan, okay? We have been suffering through the pain that is the Detroit Lions for the entirety of my life.
Not me. I just bet against them now. not like spread or money line, daily fantasy.
Yeah.
DraftKings, I just take whoever they're playing. I take the whole other team for my offense, and then when I'm watching them lose, I'm like, yes.
See, I picked a new team. I told you that
last night.
No, I picked a new team to root for.
General. Yeah.
Yeah, my mom's from New Buffalo. You know where that's at?
New Buffalo,
Michigan.
Yeah. So who the fuck you gonna root for?
It's all the way down here.
Oh, Chicago?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I've been to Soldier Field more than I've been to anywhere else.
It
pains me to.
The new girlfriend's a Kansas City fan, so I'm like, we'll go with that. Yeah. I was like, you got a good head on your shoulders, girl. Don't put yourself through all this pain and hatred of Detroit.
Oh, I know.
You know, dude, right now is the worst time of year because I'm hearing all the Detroit. This year they're gonna, and you're like, no, they're not. No, they're not.
I've never subscribed to that. I got a buddy who every year, if we win the first game, his dick is hard from fucking September until the middle of November. 8 losses later, he'll finally concede. Yeah, I guess it's just not our year. You mean 9 fucking losses ago you didn't figure that out? We've had 1 win all season.
Dude,
you human fucking paraquat.
And then they went 0-16. They won all 4 preseason games.
Yeah.
And then they lost. Preseason means
nothing. And now, so we're 17-game season, right? 3 preseason, 17-game regular season.
Yeah. Whew. But the last preseason game was last night, and it was Detroit in a loss. And so now every NFL game will be actually
legit.
The real player. Yeah, I hate preseason. It's like fake football. You got all excited, and you're like, oh, yeah, that's right. Nobody's fucking playing more than a quarter that matters.
It's like the Army-Navy game. I'm not a fan of the Army-Navy game.
I like the Army-Navy game. Everybody gets gassed up for it.
For what reason? So, anyway, we're gonna wrap things up here. Quick little side note, though. Guys, we need your help, right? So, in the comments section, or, if you got to do it the way that you've been doing it, which we don't like, but if you got to send us a message individually, let us know who from this area you think would be a good fit for the show. We've had Al on here. We had Chris. We had Gypsy. You know, we've had Jer.
Who's somebody that you would like us to interview or talk to? Send us ideas, you guys. Let us know what you want to see.
Is it you? Is it your best friend?
Yeah. Is it your best friend's mom? I'll handle that.
On a real note, now that you said mom, what does Eric's mom look like? Bro, does she look like him?
Never met her.
Wow, he puts her away like that. That means she's
she was
sexy.
at-
she lives
she-
downstate.
She comes to the softball tournaments all the
seen her?
time. Yeah, she was at the softball
She
tournament I
hot?
played in. No, she's a mom.
What the fuck does that mean? Moms get fucked?
She's like an older mom.
That means she's beautiful, not hot.
Eric's like 40, bro.
Eric's 40?
Eric, he's 35.
God damn, he maintains his youth to fuck.
I know, he looks like he's 18, doesn't he? I'd card him every fucking time.
He's a goddamn fucking sex machine sent from the future back here to our time to fucking slay the pussy of the world and pick it up where it dropped in front of him on the floor.
Okay, so for you, Seth, I'm Pete.
Chris.
You guys have a great weekend. Snoochie Boochie.
No, I'm busy tonight, actually.